All right, everybody. So this is now the hip matrix of the Super 7, where we're trying to improve the hip stability and the crossing pattern of the body. And so this looks like a pretty familiar position to most of us, where we've stretched and stretched into the deep hip. Most of the time to a fault, because a lot of patients and people that I've seen that do this movement pattern a little too much with a little too much extension still have hip problems at the end of the day. So we call that the definition of insanity, when you've been doing the same thing over and over again, thinking that you're actually stretching something that needs to be stretched. Most of the time, this actually just needs to become more stable. So we're just here hanging out in this position, looking around the room and allowing ourselves to breathe and let that hip do its job. It's meant to be stable, and flexibility will happen over time. So we can start with the foot flat in the back. We've got 90 degrees, nice and easy. We just don't want to be too far back. If anything, you might want to have your foot out a little bit farther in front of you. Then we can tuck the toe in the back, right? So we now have flexed the knee just a little bit more. He might feel a little bit more of a stretch in the front of the quad. And then we're going to keep looking around the room a little bit still. And just breathing nice and easy. Okay? You're going to notice all that stuff that's turning on in that hip, and you're just fighting gravity. All right? So then switch legs so you don't feel lopsided again. Starting with that foot nice and flat. And just look around the room, just breathing. And we're going to allow the body to do what it's designed to do. All right? Over time, this movement pattern is going to get stronger and stronger, and we can change these positions as we go and progress. And we can add weight, we can add bands, we can turn this into a lunge or a stand-up type of movement pattern. This is a baseline for all of those types of functional movements. So the last little thing that we can do, let's switch back just for a second. All right? You're going to pick that foot up off the ground in the backside there. Okay? And just get that foot out in front. See, this is going to help him to line his body up a little bit more optimally, because he's going to figure out where is that real true center of gravity. So he's just breathing, trying to be as reflexive as he can, relaxing any excess tensions. There you go. And he's looking around the room and he's appreciating that wobble, and that's okay if he happens to fall. Please have humility with all these movements. Again, we want to make sure that if you're falling and you're wobbling, that you're not getting mad or upset at yourself and stopping the movementality, because we know that as you do this over and over again, you're going to get stronger and stronger and more stable and healthier. So please continue to practice that hip matrix. We're going to progress in later videos. So have a beautiful day, and we will see you next time.